Hello friends, my name is Josh. Welcome back to the Life Reset Collective. On this channel we talk about performing a life reset. And if you're going through a life reset, then you've come to the right place. We offer encouragement, simple steps, solutions, and discussion, and a little bit of uplifting when you're going through a difficult time. I myself have gone through 2 major life resets in life, both times due to divorce, but divorce certainly isn't the only thing that can cause a life reset. The loss of a loved one, losing your place to live, losing your job, getting a disease diagnosis, getting into legal trouble. There are a lot of things that can bring about the need to reset your life. And today I want to talk about what to do when hard times strike during the hardest time. When you're going through a life reset and you're already in a pit, trying to get yourself out, trying to dig your way out, trying to afford the things you need to afford, trying to stay motivated, trying to stay emotionally healthy, trying to stay psychologically healthy, and then more stuff happens, just like stuff that you didn't expect that threatens to just knock you back down and make you want to give up. And I'm talking about this today because I actually got downsized from my job. Like, I have 2 jobs right now. I had a full-time day job and a part-time evening job. And this week I got downsized from my full-time day job. So I'm on the job hunt again, but it's just one more thing. It's like I was already working as many hours as I could. I was already trying to save up all the money I could. I was already trying so hard to get my life started. I'm going through divorce situation right now, so money is tight, time is tight, energy is tight, and then this just drops unexpectedly in the middle of everything, and it's just so bad timing. Like, it's so demoralizing. And I want to talk through this. There's no easy way, my friends, to navigate these things. It's frustrating. It'll make you angry. It'll make you sad. It'll make you want to rage at the world. And at the same time, it'll make you want to just cry and give up. Sometimes when you're in a hard spot, those things just hit so much harder. It's like when you're trying to climb up a cliff and you're just barely hanging on, and then someone starts throwing rocks at you or dropping things on your head. It's just like, come on, don't do this to me. Like, that's the feeling, right? And I want to walk through just very raw, couple simple steps that I think are really important when these things happen. I think it's really important when you get hit by something hard in the middle of your life reset that's already hard. Like, I think that when this happens, you've got to take a minute and you've got to find a moment to just like kind of get calm and get a little clarity. For me, I basically just took the rest of that day off work. I did go to my second job that evening, but I just went and I sat down and I just thought, and I listened to some music, and I kind of like gave up for the day. And for me, this is sometimes a useful practice. Sometimes I need to give up, like just for now, and then sleep. And then when I wake up from that sleep, I'll be sort of remotivated, and then I can make a plan and I can start taking steps. For me, so for some reason, that cycle has been very helpful to me in life. When really hard times hit, or even worse, when hard times hit during hard times, sometimes I just actually have to give up for the day, and I'll just stop thinking about it. I'll check out, and then I will, like I said, eventually go to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I'll have like a clearer head. I don't know if it's because the toxins get washed out or the hormones have gotten regulated. Sometimes all the energy, like when you feel really negative, when really bad things happen, sometimes all of that, I think, can just make us very toxic, like make our hormone levels toxic for our brains. All the stress, all the negative feelings we might have. And when we sleep, I think our body has a way of cleaning that out. I do think that that's true. I'm no doctor, so I don't know if that's actually what's going on, but it feels like what's going on. And that's what I did. That's the first step. And I actually encourage people to do this. Sometimes you maybe need to, in other words, take a nap. Take a nap or sleep before you try to sort out anything. Sometimes, when you've just burnt out, when you're already fried and then something hits you, sometimes you just need to sleep, to gain some clarity. You're not going to probably fix it that afternoon. Taking some time is usually a good step. And then I think the second step is making a plan, because we don't want to give up. I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to feel hopeless. And one of the fastest ways to have hopelessness is to have a lack of clarity about what we're going to do, where we're going to go. When you're going through a life reset, it's very much sort of like trying to climb out of a mud pit, and you're just stuck in the mud, and every step is so laborsome because you're in this mud. And if you were just on good, clean ground, you know, sort of like in our life, like if we just had all the money we needed in the bank, and if we just had all the housing we needed, and that wasn't a problem, and you know, if we just had all the support we needed and that wasn't a problem, like if we just had all these things, oh well, you know, resetting your life wouldn't be that big of a deal. And that's the truth. It wouldn't probably be that big of a deal, but oftentimes we don't. Oftentimes when we go through a life reset, we get plunged into a hard situation that's made harder by the fact that maybe we're short on cash. Maybe you don't have a car to drive. Maybe you don't have a good place sorted out to live. Maybe you don't have childcare for your kids that's affordable and safe, and that challenges your whole life, right? Any number of things. And when you start adding these things in, it's very much like a slog through the mud. And that's partly what makes it so challenging. And then imagine being in the mud and then someone just knocks you down in the mud. It's like, okay, I didn't need that to happen. I really didn't need that to happen. What I needed was for that not to happen, so I can get out of the freaking mud and I can start making progress out of this mud pit that I'm in. That is this place in life. That's why you're going through the life reset, is because we have to get from where we are in this pit to the other side, to paradise, to a better tomorrow. So when we make a plan and we have hope, it's like, okay, then we see, right? So it's like if I'm in the mud pit and I make a plan and I have a vision, I'm like, okay, if I can just make it over there to that ledge, and then I can climb out of this mud, and it'll still be a climb, but at least I won't be in the mud anymore, right? And this gives us hope. And hope is what we desperately need. Humans can do incredible things when they have hope. Humans can make it through terrible experiences if they have hope. But the minute we start to lose hope is the minute we begin to die. And I don't want that for you. It's not time yet. It's not your time to die. It's not your time to be done. You have a life after this terrible situation you're in. You have a life worth living. You get another chance. I want you to get another chance, and you deserve it. I believe that. I don't want you to judge yourself today. I don't want you to get down on yourself today. I don't want you to tell yourself you should have known better, or should have done this, or should have done that. What I want you to do today is, if you're going through a hard time and then you just got slammed by something else, it might seem small to other people. It might not seem small to you. Maybe it's you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, you know, I shouldn't complain because the thing that happened wasn't that bad. Okay, it is good to be an optimist and to look at the bright side, but it's also okay to acknowledge when things just hit you and they hurt and they mess with your plan, and they mess with your emotions, and they mess with your clarity, and they mess with your, you know, ability to see a way out. It's okay to admit that, and you should admit it, at least to yourself and to people you trust who you can confide in. Drop a comment, let me know if you know you feel that way about something that's recently happened to you. Almost just pushed you over the edge to want to give up. But here's the thing, when we make that plan and we get hope, then we have something to shoot for, and then it's just one muddy, messy step in front of the other. And let me tell you something, I have never in my life, as right now, had a plan and gone through it step by step and had it feel so messy. It almost literally feels right now like nothing is going right. Like, I mean, it feels like everything is a mess. Even my plan that I have, it just feels every day, like every day I'm tired. Every day I'm just dragging myself from point A to point B because I'm so burned out. I'm so fried. And, you know, I wake up, it's like I wake up tired. You probably know what that feels like. You just like wake up tired. And you know, it's not just a physical thing. It's not like, oh, you're not getting enough sleep kind of thing. Although hopefully you are getting enough sleep. That can definitely impact you, but it's more of an emotional thing. It's like a spiritual energy thing. And that is hard to get through. It makes things feel murky and messy, but there is still value in taking those messy steps one at a time. So you have to tell yourself, break your plan down into steps and tell yourself, I just have to do this step today. And if I keep doing this every day, even if it feels messy right now, even if it's sometimes hard for me to conceptualize, the whole plan, the whole picture, it's hard to conceptualize it all, which it is sometimes. Remind yourself that if you just take today and you take the steps today to get one step closer, and you keep repeating that every day, friend, you're gonna get out. You're gonna escape. You're gonna make it to the next leg of your journey. You're gonna make it over the mountain. You're gonna get out of the hole. You're gonna make it to paradise. You're gonna go where you're aiming. You can do it. You have the power to do it. I believe in you. And those are the steps. Those are the steps for when you get hit hard, when you're already in a hard situation. The steps are take a nap, basically. Make some kind of a plan, and then just take those messy steps one at a time. And I know that seems very basic and simplistic, but maybe you needed to hear it from someone who kind of understands what you're going through, and maybe you need a little encouragement. And today I want to encourage you. I just want to let you know that you're capable and you can do it, and I believe in you. And that's what this community is for people like us who are going through a life reset. And sometimes it's just hard, and sometimes we need encouragement, sometimes we need some positivity. And look, I'm not here saying I'm a perfect person and I'm just a victim of the universe. I've made bad choices. There's a great deal of my life situation that I put myself in with my choices. But that's another thing. I've spent a lot of time feeling shame about this, feeling regret about this, judging myself, chiding myself. But this is not a useful exercise for me, and it's not a useful exercise for you. I don't want you to look back and just beat yourself up. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about hope, encouragement, optimism. You deserve a second chance. I'm sorry things are going hard for you. I believe you can conquer it, my friend. I believe in you. So let's do it together. Let's perform the life reset. Let's get it done, and let's get on with the rest of our lives. We deserve it. You and I deserve it. Let's make it happen. This is Josh. Thank you for coming back to the Life Reset Collective. I'll see you awesome people on the next video.